what are the moments that proved you that being inside the network changes everything? The right set of people, if they are around you, and when you are part of a larger ecosystem, and then tie happened to you too, has it helped you in any way in growing your business, in opening some doors? How did it all start?
Yeah, so I deliberately didn't answer the third part of your question in the first question, that my two transition from Delhi to Hyderabad and Hyderabad to Dallas, right? So I wanted to connect that to this one. It actually
Sure.
helps us bring the perspective. So what was common for me in terms of when I see now in retrospect that my move from Delhi to Hyderabad, then from Hyderabad to Dallas. So I moved to Dallas in 2019, literally few months prior COVID hit, right? Again, two things happened for me. So here, one move, I moved from Delhi from Hyderabad, a complete ecosystem and the culture change and everything. Again, from Hyderabad to Dallas was complete ecosystem culture change, and at a time when COVID hit, right, and the
Mhm.
world was coming to a standstill. Now, coming to your point, that when you are exploring a newer market, when you're exploring a newer territory, um, ecosystem plays a very, very big role, right? And I always say this to all our founders also, that look at an ecosystem as a facilitator, as a, so ecosystems don't accelerate products, they actually accelerate people. So basically it's a slow process, right? You have to invest in it, you have to kind of go step by step. So when I moved to Dallas, and I was in a scenario where the world is shut, I am grounded, and I'm coming from an industry that might not even see the a daylight, because events were shut, people were meeting. I had to again very quickly pivot and see how are we going to, what am I going to do next. So
Mhm.
to your point, Thai happened in 2022 for me. Of course, I've known Thai for years. Like even in
Mhm.
Hyderabad, all my friends, all my closest associates have been part of the Thai. But I wasn't a member of Thai in Hyderabad. But when I moved to Dallas, I to accelerate to my entire journey of integrating myself into the ecosystem, I actually took I kind of took a chance and got into learning and education. So I enrolled myself in MBA and I went to SMU, Cox School of Business. So the 2 years that I thought are going to be completely redundant or written off from 2020 to 2022, I used that time for two things. One is upskilling and learning. So I did my MBA around that time. Also, it helped me get into the ecosystem. So meeting
Mhm.
people, networking, and trying to understand when you are in a newer geography and territory, how do you kind of get into that and get the better understanding of that? My MBA and going to school helped me. And then
Mhm.
I was brought into Thai by our past president Ram Vishwanathan, who was also our board member. When I was brought in, then I could actually translate whatever learnings from my MBA school, the connections that I had made, all of that back here, because I'm an entrepreneur at core, right? I've been running the company for 16 years. Now the whole thing is about, you cannot know how are you going to use the ecosystem. So it to your point, that ecosystem can be the biggest game changer for any founder, provided they know kind of how to kind of navigate their path through it.
Let's talk about, you have programs under TIE under the five pillars. When a startup founder comes to you, generally I feel that, they feel that I have joined the ecosystem, now the ecosystem should start working for me. It doesn't work that way. What is your take on that? If a young founder comes and joins Tech Dallas, what they should be doing to get the maximum out of their membership and guidance and mentorship and funding, or whatever they want to do, whatever their purpose was to come to Tech Dallas, how you have structured it, what type of communication messaging is out there, and how they can get what they want to get from the Thai ecosystem in Dallas.
No, absolutely, Anshuman. And it's very interesting that you asked this question because so we have, two kinds of conversations. One is with founder and one is with charter member, right? So when the founders come, and both of them, I mean, I specifically, because I come from, again, media and entertainment, and I can't stop using my analogies there. So I tell the founders, when you come to Thai, don't look at it as a Spotify or a Netflix subscription. It's not going to give you recommendations, and it will not going to come to you and say, "Hey, because you are in this business, you should go and meet this person," or "Hey, because you've been listening this kind of music, maybe you are interested." Actually, on the contrary, please look at it as a gym subscription. If anything, because it just by enrolling into a gym, you won't become fit, right? The effort has to be from you. You have to go into this ecosystem. You have to make an effort to connect with people. We are only creating creating an opportunity. What we call it, we say, how you have ATM, we are giving you access. We're giving you access to people. We're giving access to the resources, money. We're giving up access to knowledge sharing. And so we're giving you access. Now, how to use that access and leverage it is on a single person, on an individual. So uh, definitely a founder, once they become a member, again, like I said right at the beginning, that ecosystems do not nurture or accelerate products, they accelerate people. Founders should also invest in ecosystem, and when they are meeting people, they should meet with a thought process of building a relationship and credibility, not with one time, okay, I'm going to go pitch my product and ask for money or funding. That's not going to work. People, so that's what we tell them. When you come into and join Thai, we have a huge diaspora, huge network that we are opening, doors opening for you. So you're not restricting yourself only to Dallas. You can tomorrow pick up the phone and call and reach out to somebody in SoCal. You can reach out to somebody in Jaipur or in Delhi, provided you do your homework well, right? The events and programs are done again to create opportunity for you. So when you come to an event, don't come with a mindset of entertainment. Okay, let me go have a drink and come back. If you're a founder, do your homework. Okay, what does the room lead like? Okay, are they going to be charter members? Let me see and go a little bit of research and say who are the profile, what is the profile of people who are going to be there, who are the right kind of match. Spend some time, because end of the day, it's your product, it's your own. So if you don't spend that kind of time, don't expect that you'll walk in and you'll pitch somebody in 2 minutes and they will write a check. That's not going to happen. Same thing even for charter members. When I say charter members are the people who've done well, who've been there, done, seen that, and wants to kind of give it back to the community in terms of mentorship, in terms of master classes, in terms of sharing their knowledge. And also they get recognition through that, right? They feel, not only you feel satisfied that you've given it back, you also get recognition, because Thai does shout outs. We also try to, highlight our charter members. So you do get recognition. So don't come with a mindset, oh, I've joined Thai. What am I going to get? Now, if the moment you say, what am I going to get, you don't belong here. What am I bringing onto the table? What am I going to give? And as a byproduct, fine. You will probably get recognition, accolades, or a good investment. You probably are at a stage when you're looking at, you could be investing in the next unicorn. But again, going to Harvard, just getting into the Harvard will not ensure that you will come out of the out of the university with the degree, right? End of the day, you still have to put in a hard work. You have to do that. So these are two definitely mantras which I talk to both the founders and the charter members, saying that have your thought process very clear. And also, it's about consistency. It's not a one-time relationship. It's not that and don't make it into about a crisis management. Don't call somebody because you need it today. So I cannot pick up the phone and say, Anshuman, can you help me today because I need funding? I've not invested into the relationship credibility. Why will Anshuman even invest when he doesn't even know you, right? So
Mhm.
it is about consistency, it is about credibility, and both need to bring that onto the table.
Let's turn it around, and now you are in the audience attending that event. And now think of, you did talk about the corporate events. So somebody who is attending a corporate event where he or she may get some leads for their business, be it a startup founder, be it an entrepreneur, be it somebody who is in business development, how they should approach an event like that. I attend a lot of events, as a startup judge, as a panelist, and people approach me in a very different way when you are there. And in my head, I keep thinking that this is not the right way to get in touch with somebody. What is your take? Do you have a playbook? Since you have been doing so many events, think of a corporate event. Think of the audience. How the audience can make the best out of that event, that time that they are investing, and the tickets that they have.
No, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought this up, Anshuman. I keep calling that events as your GTM, your go-to-market strategy, right? And they are a very, very big, a kind of a key component nowadays because um, thanks to COVID, uh, and nowadays events are attended even more because people have come back with vengeance and people do not want to miss out on the opportunity. So the mantra I would say anybody who's attending these kind of, so first of all, it's not one mantra that fits all. It's not one size fits all. So depending on what kind of event you're attending. So if you remember, I just mentioned in a few minutes back when I said it's very critical, no matter which event you're attending, it's important to study the room, right? So if
Mhm.
you have that insight, information, for example, let's take Jaipur for a reference as our global event going to be happening. Please, some people should do their homework as in who are the people who are attending, what is the room going to look like when I am attending a sales conference, for example. And this is especially for product guys. When they are coming with their product, they go and attend these conferences and saying, okay, we are doing Oracle conference or any of those conferences. All they do is they register, pick up their clothes, and they walk in, right, with zero prep whatsoever. And literally, the first person that comes there in front of them, they start pitching. A big no-no, right? I mean, obviously, you have to do some homework for your own product. So it's important that you kind of go over that event, sit a little bit of, uh, do a little bit of like, what are the other past years look like? What is the profile of the people? Identify your ICP, you know, your ideal customer profile there, that you know who's going to be there. And don't spread yourself thin. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to meet literally all 100 people if there are 100 people in the room. Maybe just identify 10 people and say, if I am able to have those 10 people, meet up with them, or have a very clear cut, if possible, if there is a way, send a message right before and say, hi, I'm going to be at this event, would love to come and seek your time and quickly have 5 minutes conversation with you. And then most people don't follow through. Most people, the like I said, consistency, you don't follow up with a probably a concrete messaging, and writing to them, keeping in touch, meeting them again, things like those. So I think most people fall flat because they use events as a source of another entertainment, or just as events. You
Mhm.
go unprepared, you meet, and then the moment you're out of the room, you forget, right? So that something is very critical that I tell, as a industry person, right? You should kind of do your, so they should study the room. They should have their, you know pre-seed messaging right there, and keep your ask specific and micro, right? Keep it simple. Do not, ideally, ideally they should try and engage and get more about the customer engagement and about the product. So a lot of people make this mistake and straight away go and say, okay, I'm looking for funding, right?
Mhm.
So indulge in a conversation. If you know that person might is an industry person, might have an insight, have a conversation, get that insight out of that person, right? And build your conversation on that, right? So that's something I think is very critical. Because you need to, you should be able to listen, right? You should be able to get a feedback. That's very important for any product. Then just kind of saying, hi, I'm this, elevator pitch, and okay, can I'm raising 3 million round, that doesn't work, you know
Doesn't work that way. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about women entrepreneurs. You're a woman. You have built businesses. You have migrated and worked in various geographies, and now you're the president of Tech Dallas. What lessons or what guidance would you like to give to upcoming women entrepreneurs and founders, all in Dallas, outside of Dallas, and all around the world? What are your learnings of the last 5 years as a women entrepreneur? How to set up your company, how to scale your company, how to look at various geographies? What lessons would you like to share with women entrepreneurs?
See, first of all, I think now women entrepreneurs are actually, can be a next level, or a notch up, because they have quite a bit of clarity of the stuff
Mhm.
they're doing, right? And like most people say that, quite a few people come and tell me, and it's a joke that, okay, women know they get their shit done. You give them a task, it's done, right? um, but at the flip side of it is they also undersell themselves, right? They often get trapped into self-doubt. Oh, am I good enough? Or maybe, I'm not there yet, kind of a thing. So personally, I feel that, and I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of, and I'm saying this from experience, from the work that I would have done far superior from so many other, especially men. I would just beat myself to death, and also kind of into, undermine my achievements or learnings, or even delivery for that matter. So very guilty of that. So I think personally, I tell everybody now, don't undersell yourself. You don't need to. Um, Definitely, while women do work with data, there is a misconception, or there is that, we don't bring out the numbers that well, right? The
Mhm.
problem is not that we don't bring out the numbers well. Somewhere, I think the underlying issue is that we don't work for money, right? Or we're not into money. We are more about creating impact, or we are more about, I think that needs to be removed into the equation from the equation. Women should just blatantly and go say, sorry, I'm here to make money, and I am. And that's why you don't see most of the investors. If I go and tell somebody, boss, I'm here to make money, the investor will bet on me, because the end of the day they want returns, right? I mean, the moment I say, I'm not, it's okay, I don't want to, then it's seen as you're not serious about it. While you're passionate, while you're empathetic, you are, doing a social, all of that is good. Every intent is good. So I think
Mhm.
women needs to be cutthroat out there saying, sorry, we're here to make money, and every penny counts.